Hello, my little Sagonites. Today, step into my office because we are exploring how I have gotten not one, not two, but three accounts on the leaderboard. If you take a little close here, we have Pack 4 Smelly. That's my Pack 4 alt. We've seen that before. I made that video a while back. This was when I was super heavy into Pack 4, and I've kind of just been holding it there, not very steadily. I've been dropping. It's getting tough to beat some of these top players. So I think Pack 4 Smelly might fall off, but something that won't be is Toys Are Busted, which is my Pack 2 account. I did not make a video when I hit leaderboard with this account. Didn't really feel up to it. I didn't think it mattered too much. But as soon as my main account, Super Auto Gaming, which is what I play Pack 1 on, hit leaderboard, I knew that it was time to go again. So in this video, we are just going to be going over probably some cool games that I had from each account, and kind of go from there. So honestly, to get leaderboard, you have to go on insane win streaks. So if we go to the very bottom, you will basically only see wins through Pack 1 versus, and anything that isn't Pack 1, these are just like random stuff that me and the guys were getting together and playing. And then this one was also against Coke. He actually got me back on leaderboard with this game, Pack 1 versus Pack 2. But that's not the game I want to show here. I want to show this one. This is I think, probably one of the most high roll games I've had in a long time. And shout out to Monkey. I'm so sorry. Because this one was nasty. Sometimes you don't really expect the game to go this way, and then it kind of just does. So if you take a look at the bottom left-hand corner too, I disguise my name sometimes, but ultimately it is me on this account. It's kind of weird that it'll change it back and forth, because it'll say Super Auto Gaming, like if I open up the player viewer right there, but it doesn't there. But anyways, I see this shop, we level up, we get camel, and there's a double worm. And I'm a double worm kind of feller. So if I see double worm in the opening shop, I think, I'll take that. We pill spider, I think it's like perfect gold because we can just sell cricket, buy double worm. Looks good to me. We get into dodo too, which is very solid. We have a really good start. He lost both lives. He only has pigeons. So if he doesn't get a rabbit here, he got a rabbit, but thankfully, he didn't get too much out of it. I think how does that even work? He didn't hit anything with the breadcrumbs, but look at this. The start of turn 4, triple worm in shop is absolutely unreal. And I take my first worm into rabbit. The only thing I can think is that this is a triple worm game. There's a world where I could have just sold everything, got all my worms, got more apples, but I decided to play it this way. I end up hitting the camel with it. I think maybe it's hit worm, but I think, like, in my thought process here is, like, I'm going to win this game super quickly, especially if I win this turn. If I win this turn, that essentially means we're only going to, like, turn 7, turn 8 or something. I think everything on my team will stay. So if he's at 6, I'm at 3. I think I'm keeping all 4 of these pets. Ant can probably go. And now I'm just going to save this up. What I want to do is find the last worm. I want to find another triple. No, I am going to rip garlic. That makes sense because I get 1 roll. And we're just looking for the last worm. We're looking for more rabbit, more camel. We really want a base stat dodo. I figured if I buy garlic here that I could win the turn again. And that's exactly what I do. He doesn't have garlic, so I get to, like, mega out-trade him. And now he's on 2, and that's extremely rough. I didn't even buy my apple this turn. I get another apple, and I get my final fucking worm. Oh, baby. And what do we get it into? Yeah, a squirrel. This is, like, one of the best times to see squirrel. It has to be, like, a perfect squirrel angle, because I saved all of this, and now I'm going to get my next one. We do get a 1.5 dodo too, so now the stats are up to base. And this worm is going to trigger. We're going to get another 2 gold best apple, essentially a chicken leg. And then Squirrel's going to discount it all. This is the only turn we lose, I think. I actually could have positioned this better. I think if I have these 2 swapped, I just win this turn too, which would have been kind of crazy. No, I would have had to have worm in back. which would have been kind of weird positioning. But it would have won me that round. I don't care, though. So my brain is empty at this point. Boom. So we have 2 1 gold pears, 2 gold salad, and 1 gold chicken leg on turn 7. And you know what this is going into? I decided I ended up selling the squirrel because I'm just going to win super quickly. There's a world maybe I sell camel, but it's a half level. And I think I just want the double health here. All into Dodo. It is all in on a Dodo angle here because now we get 1 giant unit. And on top of that, it's just going to make another giant unit, which will be our camel. And he got hit too. I kind of like that. Freeze all this. We get double pair and shop, which is kind of nutty, but we'll see how that goes. Looks kind of close here, but we're actually just so big that it doesn't matter. I mean, like, Monkey's team is like mine, but just worse in every conceivable way because they don't have a level 3 worm. I end up getting Rhino here, which is unbelievable. So I like the level up here because I think if we get... I mean, there was a world where Seal was the take, too. If it wasn't Rhino, like if it was Seal Armadillo, Seal Croc, Scorpion, like there was a bunch of things I would have taken Seal over. But Rhino just pops, like, all of his melons. It's going to absolutely annihilate him if he ever pills. So I figure I can do this. I have double pear frozen, but I end up unfreezing them. We didn't get to buy them, but I'd rather have chocolate for these two. And with this on turn 8, it is just unstoppable. And like, even if he lives, he's on 1 life. All I have to do is scam him 1 round. Ends up pilling his melon here, but I got the exact counter, which was Rhino. And I'm able to win regardless. Even at this breakpoint, as long as Dodo does the 15 attack, I still always win. So, like, that's just unreal. But yeah, that got me onto leaderboard for the first time, and then I got knocked off almost immediately after. But thankfully, I was put right back on when I fought, that's right, Revolving Coke. We're not going to go over this game. I'm going to show it briefly. Turn 3, I got Giraffe Dog, which was really good, but look what his turn 3 was. Normally, this is like, I love this. I love this so much. I feel so good. His turn 3 is this. That is a big turn 3. I think he got duck cells into moth. Like, he bought everything in shop, basically. So he's just going to be able to out-tempo me for a while. Thankfully, I'm able to get skunks. We go skunk and dog. And essentially, it came down to random snipes in the end and, like, very good positioning. And we barely make it out of here. So we've got the cat snipe. Thankfully, my dog doesn't die to Peanut, and we are able to clean up with our level 2 snake. Okay, swapping accounts now. We are on Toys R Busted, I believe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 2047. And again, the only way to make it to the top is to do a lot of win streaking. Again, some of these games are just like random versus against friendlies, but some of them are also just absolute heaters. Like, look at this one, a turn 16, level 3 T-Rex, level 2 T-Rex. Actually, was that against Chum? Might have been against Chum. Yeah, and then a couple of golden games just for practice in here, spread throughout. But I think everything is a winner, which is crazy. All right, we're going to look at this game. This was an absolutely insane pivot game. So with Pack 1, I like to really focus on hard tempo. You know me, I've been talking about it for a while. With Pack 2, normally I like to focus more on a scaling angle, but sometimes you just have to hit them with the pivot angle with like dromedaries. If you get a lot of lobsters, a lot of cans, a lot of chickens, that sort of thing. We're up against Who Up Mushrooming They Hog, which is Imgod. Love that guy. Great member of the community. Yeah, we're just buying, of course, stuff here. Coke has really put me on the gecko train, so I've been going gecko a lot more. I still like my ducks and bluebirds. Can't really get over that. To throw around here, I try to combine to lose, because, of course, Pack 1 has snail. I don't want them to lose. And on this turn, it doesn't matter if I lose, because I get my heart back anyways. So we're going to roll here, try to look for something decent. We have 2 level ups, perfect for me. Not the best you want to see here. I end up having to sell Bluebird, which kind of sucks. I think I just take toucan and freeze, yeah, flying squirrel. So this is a little rough here, especially with, he's got a really strong tempo start. Badger Peacock is always really, really good. I think when you're going against Pack 2, you really want to have the strong tempo starts. Camel, Badger, Dog, those are really important. Get a little visual bug there, thank you. Combine, I mean, if you think about it, Puppy and Flying Squirrel are like in one, the unity. He ends up getting Giraffe too, and that's when the shit really falls through my jeans. I don't like seeing that. Like, this is super nasty. Thankfully, we are able to get a Garlic here, and as soon as I see this bad boy right here, Lopter, I'm like, okay, this can be a pivot angle. If we put everything into Toucan, then we can pivot out of everything else. That's sort of my deal. And with Lobster, like, even if you buy one thing and sell it, that's a 2 gold pair. It's almost like always worth it. Beautiful Garlic angle here. We're able to win the round. I think that's extremely important when we're going the pivot angle. We want to be up on life as much as possible. Only thing we're doing here, looking for, I think we have to buy this rice too. I ended up buying Tropfish. I think it was fine. It's, you know, it's turn 6. These two are just solid. I end up selling Dropfish again just for the other hatching. I think that was fine too. We get so many stats on these hatchings. So many temp stats. I think that's like super important for us. Unfortunately, we lose though. Not important enough because he had deer. So leveling up into deer, again, he's just full out tempoing me. Oh, but this right here is beautiful. We get the hatching level up. We get the Lopter. And we get the Mosasaurus here. Now, normally you have the toy, you want to buy Moz, but Eagle works really, really well into Badger. So I'm like, I'm really torn on what to do here. Like, there's also a can in the shop too. But I end up going Eagle because of the whole Badger deal. Eagle, like, so Badger's just really good into Pack 2. It value trades a lot of the time. But if you have Eagle, it kind of counters that value trade if they can trade into each other. Also, we have Salt, so we can Salt their big tier 3, which is always really solid. Double Lobster here, though, just makes my life very, very easy. Still really tough here. He's got big boys. I could have positioned that better, I think. I just thought he was going to have... Wait, no, yeah, if I thought he was going to have Badger, I should have just ran front... what's his name? Front Eagle. And we might end up even having to sell this Toucan, so it's weird that I'm buffing him. I really should just be buffing Eagle, running him up front. Nothing I can really do here except look. Tar is nice. We'd like to see Pie. But I really want the... Wait, there's actually nothing I'm looking for. I mean, like, maybe I should unfreeze that for chocolate. It got a little weird here. Double chicken out of Eagle, though, is kind of nasty. You gotta admit it, that's a nasty one. He didn't change his position at all. I suppose he feels confident. This is the other guy I really like to see into Pack 1. It's fucking Doberman. So I did at least learn from my mistakes. Don't hatching my Toucan, because he's going. And we are pivoting into a perfect turn 9, I would say. Well, not perfect, but a pretty good turn 9, where I get Elephant Seal, Axo, Eagle, and Doberman. I should have definitely buffed Doberman with the other Lobster buff, not Axo, because I think Axo probably always goes here. The real question is, am I confident enough to win this round while keeping Lobster? And I totally forget that I have Lobster. I'm going to be real with you. This is like game losing, because I thought Lobster... I just didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, I'm going to run front Doberman and shit all over him. And then I was like, oh... I don't get coconut. So I immediately lose everything and then die promptly. So that was horrible. That easily could have done it for me. I feel some of my games happen at 3 a.m. when I'm laying in bed in a cold sweat. So that's why, like, I haven't really been sharing my journey as much. Also, I think I just play better when I'm not like recording or whatever. Which is kind of unfortunate. And also, like, I'm just playing on my phone a lot of the times, so that also is a thing. I don't really want to record from my phone, so doing it this way is, like, a little bit easier for me, but I lose some of the more important games, you could say, that were deeper in the pool. So we end up getting rid of the lobster. I actually have, like, a great... this is looking infinitely better for me now, too. We got melon, or lemon. Unfortunately, none of them hit. Doesn't matter for me, though. I think as long as we won this round, we're looking solid. And I get to steal tiger here. Of course, I wanted snake, but I'm going to go tiger eagle, I believe. Tiger Axo's a little weird because it only really hits Doberman. I guess you could, we have Peanut now, could hit multiple. But I end up going Tiger Eagle. It's like the only thing that works. I guess I could get another 8 attack off Doberman if I needed it, but I don't. The back Eagle is just going to do wonders versus both Tiger, Snake, and Badger. So he's got the Exodia, essentially. I outposition hard here. Not going to be able to do anything. Now he's down to 2. He has no scaling, and that's all I've got, baby. End up selling Axo here. Try to go for another snake steal. We end up getting another tiger, which is really funny. Imagine if we got our own tiger snake. Oh, it would have been beautiful. End up hitting elephant seal with the pancakes. I think I was a little uncomfortable not doing it. I would much rather have the tempo here. And now we can tempo with double mantis shrimp. And, like, you can't even expect that. Insta-kill peacock here. Got a little bit of that, but like I said, we are just way too fat. We've got the eagle in the back too, just in case everything dies. And here we've got the final turn. Lethal v lethal. What is he going to do? What am I going to do? I mean, I'm just going to scale. Double hit croissant seems like the best move to me. I'm getting, like, what, 6/6 on every pet. And he got none stats. Yeah, looking kind of good for me. We end up going with a frontwards eagle. I'm thinking that we can just close it out here. Being able to Doberman into the Scorpion is just beautiful. He tries to just Scorp scam me as much as he can. Just not going to happen. Eagle here was, like, perfect, too. We actually tie. Oh, that's a little scary. It's probably because of the frontish Eagle. End up going here. Foam Sword. Can't really expect that one. So if we snipe even a single Scorpion, like, we're solid off here. I think we're just going to hit a lasagna. Call her even. Yeah, and we're going to move the eagle a bit further back. Switch this up. I think the trades here into his front stuff would just be better most of the time. And like I said, eagle should just be in the back when you're running up against Badger. And yeah, he's, like, switching out for a bunch of 1/1s. Ends up selling his snake too. He's like, this is worthless. And would you look at that, we've got eagle in the back to win it up. All right, now we're on pack 4 Smelly. A lot of the games, or a lot of my, match history has been kind of scrubbed because I've been playing my SAP Summit sets on here, but I do have at least one game. I don't know who this person is. And I also went for, like, an insane line. Like, this was just weird. I think all around weird game. I could have easily lost this if he hit, like, way harder. But we'll go through it. I ended up going for, like, a really dangerous start. We had double Pied Tamarin in shop. I ended up going for triple Pied Tamarin opening. This means you're essentially always losing round 1. And if you don't find Groundhog, you're losing round 1 and 2, which is extremely dangerous. They get a pretty decent start. They actually go for a line that you don't see very often, but is actually kind of strong into this pack. Less people do it, but I think more people are on that train. We call it the Booga Special. So if you know what that means, then you're already in the know. We end up getting Groundhog here, as well as a Possum, which was good. I end up appling a Pied Tamarin too. I'm kind of just, like, going crazy. I was just trying something. I was like, what if I just go for, like, big Pied Tamarin? I was like, wonder if I can out-tempo them with big Pied Tamarin. So I needed to win that round, unfortunately, or, like, I didn't want to lose. We get Flea here too, which is really nice. So Flea, Pied Tamarin work really well together. Stops their garlic. We're able to hit harder with this. African Penguin, we love to see it. Little, kind of a weird position we have to do with Pied Tamarin closer to the back, but I would think that this could clean up basically any turn 3 he's got. It's a pretty decent turn 3. He's got a Rabbit Swan, but that's not going to be that scary for a while. He's going to have to build up. He's got money, but we've got time. End up hitting another African Pengu here. I think I buy this stilt. I would have rather found a cherry, I think, but stilt was also fine. We end up finding another one. I don't know why I froze rolled it. That didn't really make a lot of sense. Maybe I was just looking for cherry so I could run. I would like to be able to run front pied tamarin. Or at least like flee and then pied tamarin. Because I feel like I lose out on a lot of value with this guy being this big. Works out here though. I think it would have worked out most of the time. He didn't get too much. He maybe pilled for that, or maybe he could have leveled for that. I don't know. He's got snail 1.5 too, which is a little scary because he's going to be losing rounds. This is the turn where it all changes though. We're able to get a pretty nice setup here. I like this. He is also able to get up his ideal setup, I guess, which is elephant blowfish getting hit by the snail. So they're just getting bigger and bigger. And this blowfish actually just like cleans my clock. With enough snipes, he's able to win this round, and that's a little scary for me. I was hoping that I could just keep winning these rounds because this is like kind of perfect for me. This is really good too. And we found the counter. So normally like Flea could counter this, but if he focuses buffs like directly into Elephant Swan or like Elephant Rabbit, then we can have a hard time as long as like Blowfish isn't hit. But we have PDF, so if we can get enough fleas with PDF, we can kind of just like clean him out before he can do anything. And so that's the hope here. We end up ripping that lettuce. I liked it. Ripping avocado. Like that. If we can just get like bananas on this guy, a level 2 PDF, level 2 baboon, then we're going to be looking good. Ends up going meat bone. Misses out. He snipes it though. And then he proceeds to... he's not going to clean my house this time because I have Falcon to thankfully deter him. What do we have now? Nice. 1.5. I think I remember this game. We have an absurd amount of 1.5s, and I thought I was going to lose because of like very minor stuff. End up buying banana. I like that on 7 gold. We get the roll 1, 2, and another 1.5, and another 1.5. Yeah, that's a lot of 1.5s. I end up freezing Secbird too, but then my sea lion gets hit, so I end up not selling it. Maybe I should have. He got level 2 elephant. He's got skunk. This is starting to look really scary for me now. Also, the flea is fucking hitting the rabbit, which is really, really bad for me. Yeah, and he cleans my house this time, for sure. Why do I keep using that reference? He's not cleaning my house. He's beating me. He's beating my butt cheeks, and I don't like it. I end up going for the Falcon. I think this is a mistake. I think since I already had 3 1.5s, I'm getting out of Falcon a lot of the time. So maybe I should just skip it and look for other ones. And I think it would have worked out because I found a PDF here. Found a sea lion. I think like these 3 are probably sellable. If not, at least these 2 are sellable. So, he ends up getting deer this turn, so he leveled up again. His elephant is getting very big now, which is extremely scary. Still only level 1 blowfish, at the very least. Is this going to be a tie? Or a win? We barely tie that. That was scary. The 1 HP from Sea Lion is mattering a lot, clearly. That's why I don't want to get rid of them. Horrible level ups. These ones will do nothing for me. Really like the bro here. So, since I don't have a tier 5 to buff with baboon, or my tier 5 would be bro, I would rather just sell baboon for the bro. It makes a lot of sense. And we just want health to try to stop blowfish from eating out my cheeks. We need a potato too, dude. We haven't seen none potato. Where are they at? This guy's looking real big now. Again, nothing on blowfish. He hasn't buffed it at all. So it is still just going to hit elephant, or it would hit rabbit. However, he is not getting a lot of value, thankfully. If he had level 2 blowfish, we'd be in a world of hurt. He's finding like way more elephants. We get to spam a couple of bros here. Thought about buying manatee for a second. I think crane was kind of good. Like, I feel like I just have to skip all this because it's such low health. And anything with low health is just going to kind of cuck me. Ends up going chili on the elephant. He is not finding melon, but that could still do work. Yeah, get PDF down to 6, so double hit there. Kills him. We missed that, and he just goes to town on me. Absolute machine gun blowfish. We end up tying again, though, because I steal level 2 blowfish. Or I steal blowfish and get a level 2 with Falcon, which is kind of crazy. We find a beluga here. Very good stuff for our PDF. Durian's going to be good. We needed this potato. Let me hit the durian. So now we're looking a little bit better. Unfortunately, I still only have level 1 flea, which is very sad. This position is just bad, too. I thought, like, maybe I could play around the chili a little bit. It gets snake. At least it isn't a tiger. That was, like, my one saving grace. But yeah, he just absolutely clowns on me here. I only get one trigger out of that, and then, yeah, buffalo snake is nasty. I said buffalo. That's a blowfish. I'm not fooling anyone. We need this level 2 really bad. Pita bread is good, because even if he gets this to level 2, snake hits it. And so I end up double pita breading here. Super weird game. Like, I was like, what the hell am I doing here? We finally got the level 2 flea, and this is where things start to turn around. We needed this really bad. He's got, like, almost full build here. Just needs tiger here instead. But now we can finally hit blowfish with the weakness. And at this point, that's looking like all she wrote. He can't really protect against it anymore, and he's too invested into this line. I love it so much. It's such a cool line. But it's not going to work out here with the flea, unfortunately. We were able to get level 2 beluga, too. We had some time to find better things as well, so I wasn't feeling too afraid. Yeah, and at this point, he does get the tiger, so it is a bit scary. Snake behind skunk, maybe that makes sense. And he's got the melon here now. But, unfortunately, never found level 2 blowfish. Oh, he did actually target it so skunk gets hit instead of the blowfish here. Little scary, but my pita breads actually saved the day. Just barely, too. Just barely. But yep, we were able to hold our position, and we've been holding our position for quite some time. You technically only have to play once a week, so you don't decay. And I've been playing, you know, I've maybe been playing twice a week. It goes like 1 win, 1 loss, and so I've been slowly falling down. I think maybe with my main account, I could keep climbing. But I don't really know what to do from here. Like, of course, I have my unicorn account, but I don't know if I could hit leaderboard with that. It's like, it hovers between like 1850 and like 1900. So I don't know if we could make it up to the 2Ks here. That would be really tough. But my ranked journey might be over, and we might just see me decay off with all of these. It's been like hair reducing, we'll call it. And many sleepless nights just playing in bed. So I don't know if I could continue with it. Clearly, it's possible, but I don't know. I don't know if I get as much enjoyment out of it. We might... And, like, I didn't really capture too much of my journey anyways, because it was mostly off camera. And, like, I would play, you know, maybe 30 games in a day or something at a time. Like, I'm not recording any of those, and then, like, half those games are lost in the replay system, too. So I just ended up not recording any of it. And we basically only did these 1 times when I hit the leaderboard. But let me know what you would want to see, I guess, from here on. I haven't really been showing ranked content anyways. I'm fucking rambling, dude. I'm rambling. All right. Shut me up. Get me out of here. Spank my booty. I'm leaving. Thank you so much for watching. Politely smack that like button's ass on the way out. And you know what? Have a wonderful day.